Let's start today without any marketing bullshit. I think it's obvious to everyone that the goal of any chatbot is to reduce costs and generate revenue. And the most direct way to impact revenue is through the recommendation process. And right now, in this short tutorial, I'll show you how these recommendations work, how accurate they are, and how to set up such an AI chatbot on your website. But first, of course, make sure you have the AIWU plugin installed. This is a WordPress plugin that lets you automate literally anything you want. But most importantly, it has a built-in AI chatbot that can be set up in 2 minutes, knows your business, can recommend products, and much more. Well, let's take a look. Once the plugin is installed, go to the Apps tab. Here you'll see a variety of useful automations. But today we're interested in the chatbot, so let's click on it. As I mentioned before, the plugin works great right out of the box and is fully set up. But let's go through the main tabs. In the General tab, you can set where exactly the chatbot will be located, as well as its usage limits. In the API Settings tab, you can fully configure your API, choose the provider model, and so on. For testing, let's use OpenAI. In the Context tab, you can define how the bot will identify itself, as well as other behavior settings. In the Appearance tab, we can customize its appearance. In the History tab, you will see every conversation the bot has with your users. And of course, the main reason we're here is the Tools tab. This is where we'll set up product and post recommendations. Although, in fact, everything is already set up. All you need to do is check the Recommend Products checkbox. Now your chatbot, based on the context of user conversations, will be able to search for products, display them in attractive cards, and accompany them with relevant text. Moreover, you can specify exactly when the product search tool should be triggered in this prompt field. For example, if you have a more specific business, such as online courses, recipes, or similar industries. Moreover, you can make your search more precise by enabling the Enable Taxonomy Search setting. This will allow the chatbot, before calling the main search tool, to use an additional tool that lets you filter by taxonomy, tags, categories, and attributes, making your search as accurate and relevant as possible. Here you can also specify how many products the chatbot will receive from the search function at a time. Additionally, you can specify which products the chatbot is allowed to search among and which it is not. You can select specific categories as well as specific products if you wish. Let's define the appearance of the cards. There are 2 templates available, horizontal and vertical, but you can easily edit them by removing unnecessary elements. Now let's move on to testing to make sure our recommendations are working. So, we've added a chatbot to our fictional electronics store. And let's imagine that we're a user looking for a phone. Let's test a few scenarios, from simple to more complex. Hey Mike, I'm looking for an iPhone 15 Plus, do you have that model? The chatbot handled it perfectly, so let's make it a bit more challenging. Okay, what smartphones do you have with 256 gigabytes of storage? Let's check. Great. Now obviously it searched not just by text but also used preliminary filtering by categories and tags. Let's make it even more challenging by adding sorting. I've just realized that my budget is really limited, up to $500. What are the cheapest iPhones you have? It works correctly. As we can see, it searched, sorted the results, and gave us relevant ones. And of course, we can add a product directly from the chatbot UI. So as you can see, it works. But how accurate are these recommendations in practice? I tested this for several hours and can draw the following conclusion. Yes, in simple and medium scenarios, it's quite accurate. Searching by name, taxonomy, sorting, and filtering. The chatbot handles all of this very well. But accuracy always depends on the quality and structure of your store's data. A chatbot is not a human, it doesn't understand products the way you do, it understands metadata. And most importantly, we always appreciate your feedback and are ready to implement improvements. Share your impressions of the new product and post recommendation feature in the comments.